Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Let us see the project title. The title of the project is Attribute-Based Encryption with Verifiable Outsourced Decryption. Let us see the abstract. The cloud computing is an emerging technology for data storage. The users can store and share the documents using the cloud storage. To provide the data privacy, various data encryption standards are used. The attribute-based encryption is one of the type in the data encryption standard. The encryption is performed based on the user's attributes. The ciphertext size is directly proportional to the number of the attributes of the user. In the attribute-based encryption, the user, one who holds the certain attributes, can only able to decrypt the corresponding ciphertext. The users who does not hold the attributes cannot be able to decrypt the ciphertext. One of the drawback of the attribute-based encryption system is the ciphertext size increases when the attributes are increased, and at the same time the decryption time also increased. To overcome this problem, a proxy server performs a decryption over the ciphertext to reduce the ciphertext size. Then the server outsources the ciphertext. Then the user decrypts the small size of ciphertext to get the original content. We cannot say that the decryption performed by the proxy server is correct. So, to verify the decryption performed, whether correct or wrong, the proposed system introduces a outsourced decryption with verification. So, the proposed system lets the users to check whether the decryption performed on the proxy server correct or wrong. Let us see the data flow diagram of the project. The first step is a user creation. The users who are all going to access the file should be registered. So for the registration process, the user details are collected. Finally, here the user attributes also collected along with the user details. So the collected user attributes are used for the further authentication. Then the access structure creation. Here the conditions for the files is created. Each file contains a separate access structure. So the access structure contains the user attributes who all are authenticated for the file. The access structure defines the attributes for the authentication process. The checksum also produced for the files. Then the file encryption. Here the files are encrypted according to the attributes which are all in the access structure. Then the user details and the encrypted files and the access structure are uploaded to the cloud server. The cloud server is connected with the proxy servers. The user first gives a request to the server for a file. The request should contain the file name and the user attributes. The request is sent to the proxy server. Then the proxy server checks the user details from the server. If the user is an authorized user, then the server will outsource the file to the proxy server. Otherwise, it passes a error message. If he is an authorized user, then the server requests for a transformation key from the user. Then the transformation key is sent to the proxy server by the user. The server performs the decryption over the file using the transformation key given by the user. Then it outsources the file to the user. Then the user decrypts the file using the secret key of the user. Then the verification process. For the verification process, the user produces a new checksum for the file. The server also will give the file checksum. So if both the checksum are same, the transformation performed by the proxy server is true. Otherwise the transformation is wrong. Let us see the project demo. Here the first process are the data owner processes. The data owner collects the details of the user who are all going to access the files. So the server should validate the user with these details for authentication. Here the user fills the details of the name and the attributes that the user holds. So first we should fill the name. Then we should check the user attributes. When we click the create user button, the user should be created. Then the access structure creation. Each file is selected, then the attributes for that file is set. The AND condition attributes refers to the attributes which are compulsory held by the user. So first we should select the file. Here we select the file 10 and we select the open and we check the AND condition. the AND condition given here is employee. So when we assign it to the file, we can get a success message. Then the OR condition, we check the CEO and HR for the OR conditions. When we click the assign button, we can get the success message. Then the checksum also produced for that file. The checksum is used to verification purpose. The user can check whether the transformation performed by the cloud server is correct or wrong using this checksum. So when we click the button, we can see the file content and the file size. When we click this button, we can get the checksum for that file. Then the file is encrypted according to the attributes in the access policy of the file. Then the data owner uploads the file to the server. First, we should click the encrypt button. The file size and the encrypted content is displayed here, and the file is uploaded to the cloud server. Here, likewise, the data owner encrypts all the files according to the user attributes. Then the data owner uploads the data to the cloud server. Next, the user file retrieval processes. When the user needs a file, user should raise a request. The user request should contain the username and the attributes that the user holds, and finally the file name which user wants to download from the server. Then the user sends this request to the proxy server. So we should first fill the username, then the attributes of the user, then the required file name. When the user clicks the request button, the request should send to the proxy server. The proxy server receives the user request. So to validate the user request, the proxy server sends the user details to the main server. So here we can see that the received user request. When we click the check button, then the request should be sent to the server. The server receives the request from the proxy server. Then the server validates the user details. It checks whether the user is authorized for the requested file or not. To be an authorized user, the user attributes should satisfy the access policy of the file. If the user attributes not satisfy the access policy, the server gives an error message to the user via the proxy server. Otherwise, if the user attributes satisfied the access policy, then the user is an authorized user. So the server outsources the file to the proxy server. Now we should verify the user details. Here the user is an authorized user. So the server sends the authorized user message to the proxy server, and also the same time the server sends the encrypted content and the checksum for the file. Both the details are outsourced to the proxy server. Here the response of the main server, the encrypted content of the file. Now the proxy server receives the authorized user message. So the proxy server needs a transformation key. The proxy server can perform the decryption only if it has a transformation key. So it gives the request to the user for the transformation key. When we click the get transformation key button, the request should be sent to the user. So the response message is displayed here, and the user now should generate the transformation key. When we click this button, the transformation key is generated. Then the transformation key is sent to the proxy server. The proxy server receives the transformation key which is sent by the user. The transformation key is shown here. When we click this button, the decryption is performed and the checksum also decrypted. Now the proxy server outsources this transformed ciphertext and the checksum to the user. So the user received these contents. Then the user should decrypt the file. So for the decryption, the user needs a secret key. The secret key is produced here. When we click this button, the decryption is performed. So here the decrypted content is shown. The checksum also displayed here. Then the user generates the new checksum for the received file. When we click this button, the checksum is produced. So both the checksums are same. So we can say that the transformation performed by the proxy server is correct. The graph shows the final decryption time. The x-axis shows the number of policy attributes and the y-axis shows the corresponding decryption time. Thank you.